get started.
Okay, so for this style, we start with 4 elastics in, 2 up top and 2 lower ponies. Reagan has a cowlick in the front of her hair, so it's hard to get a center part, so I do a little diagonal there, but you can just do straight in the middle. So I'm going to take this first ponytail, and we're going to section these into 3 sections. So I'm going to take my first section here, and then I'm going to pin the rest of the hair out of the way. And in this first section, I am just going to do a regular braid. I like to do my braids kind of the Dutch style, so upside down. That's just what I'm used to doing, so I do that faster, but it's just a normal 3-strand braid that I'm doing in this section of hair. And I'm going to braid that down to a point. The hair from this ponytail is going to connect to the right lower ponytail, so I'm just going to braid long enough so that I can hook it into the bottom right ponytail. I kind of measure a couple of times just to make sure I have it long enough. And when I get to my stopping point here, I have a bobby pin that I just slide across the end of that to hold it into place until I secure these 3 into that right ponytail with an elastic. So first I tried to clip it down and that didn't work, so it's a little bit of trial and error. But the bobby pins work good at holding the bottom of these braids until you're ready to secure it with an elastic. And you know, it's real life, so first I slide it too far and then I drop my bobby pin and some of the hair falls out, so we have to braid at the bottom a little bit again. With that bobby pin. And for my middle section, what I'm going to do here, I'll part it again equally, and then I'll pin that little right section out of my way. And the middle section, I like to do a rope twist braid, just to kind of change it up and make it look a little differently. This is kind of a fun style. You can play with whatever kind of braids you want. You could do them all the same. You could do all 3 of them different. That's the fun thing about this, so you can kind of just do what you would like. So for a rope twist braid, I take it into 2 sections, and then you twist both of those sections tightly to the right. And then you twist those together over the top of each other to the left. And you continue this method all the way down until you have your rope twist. And on her hair, I'm braiding, it is not really wet, but more than just damp. So it's not dripping, but it's still pretty wet, and I like it that way for these little braids. Her hair is so fine that the wet hair helps me to manage the flyaways a little bit better. We're going to take this one down as far as we need it, and then we're going to bobby pin this one as well. And then I will take this last section of hair, and then I do just my regular braid in this last section as well. the 3-strand braid. And like I said, I'm used to doing Dutch braids, so I braid mine kind of the upside down style, like I'm doing a Dutch braid, but there is no right or wrong way to do this braid. You just braid it. I like this side of the pony a little bit better because I'm not dealing with quite. Reagan has a lot of baby hair on the side of her head, so that first little braid we do, there's lots of potential flyaways. Once we're getting back to this little part of the hair, there's a lot less flyaways and it's a lot easier to braid. So I have that down where I want it. Now I'm going to gather all 3 of my braids and take them across. And I'm taking out the bobby pins as I do this. Making sure that I have them spaced the way that I want, and then I'm going to secure them to this right ponytail with an elastic. And then once that's done, I take out the extra braid that's down below the elastic so that it's all just a regular ponytail there. And then we're going to do the same thing with this right side. So I'm going to speed this up for you while we do the 3 braids here, but we're going to do the same thing with 3 sections. Braid in the first section, rope twist in the middle section, and braid in the 3rd section. Alright, as I'm finishing this last braid here on this side, you'll notice it's the top one, and I'm going to use my Topsy Tail tool here. I will show you that. And what I do is just hook the braid through this Topsy Tail tool, and then I weave this through the other ones. So going over, under, and then over. And I'm going to bobby pin that in place until I get all three of my braids over there, the braid, the rope twist, and the braid. And so now I'm taking the rope twist one, and I'm going to take the bobby pin out of the bottom so that I don't snag. I'm going to put it in my Topsy Tail tool, and I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to go under, then over, then under. And sometimes it's tricky to not slide it through the rest of the ponytail as well. So there, I've done that part. Going under, then over, then under, and I'm going to bobby pin that one into place as well. And then move to my third and final braid, doing it the same as the first braid, where I go over, then under, then over. And once I get those all spaced where I want to, I will take that bobby pin out and I will secure those into place with an elastic. The great thing about those little twists is it kind of had come untwisted at the bottom, only a little bit, and it's really easy to fix. And then you secure it with an elastic. And take out the braid that's hanging below that elastic. And then we are going to finish this look with just two little pink bows here. The great thing about this style is that you can leave the ponytail straight. You can do a braid in what's left of the ponytails. You can do curls. Today we are just going to leave her straight. And it's really a fun, easy, just a good change up on the traditional pigtails, because that's one of our most requested styles. Reagan requests pigtails quite often, so it's a fun change up. And it just kind of gives it that woven look. Super cute.
I hope you like and subscribe, and you can also follow us on
Instagram and Facebook.